And please keep it going for your next storyteller, Andy Kornikas. Hey, Andy. Hello. Is that hiding? A little more? There we go.
When I finished college, I didn't know what to do with my life, so I went to graduate school. And when I finished graduate school, I didn't know what to do with my life, so I joined the Peace Corps, where I spent 2 years teaching math in the small West African republic of Benin. Now, 2 years is a long time, especially when you're 25. And you start wondering, what are you going to miss? What are you going to be homesick for? And it might be people, might be friends or family, if you have the kind of family where you like each other. It might be food related. It might be your favorite restaurant down the street or whatever. Or it might be something like the weather, or some people really like the change of the seasons. And I'm from Minnesota, and that's a big thing. 45 and rainy, not so much. Now, before I went to Peace Corps, also they sent us a suggested packing list, and on that packing list, it included obvious things, extra pair of glasses, flashlight. Also had on their can opener, and I thought that's a little strange, so I made note of that. I went off to Benin, did my 3 months training in country, learned how to teach math and other stuff, some language training, it was all in French. And got to my post. And, making note of a can opener is a good idea. Bringing a can opener would have been a better idea. I forgot, I can still see it sitting on my kitchen counter where I had it out to pack. At that time in Benin, they had these single-use can openers. I mean, they weren't designed that way, but that's how it worked out. And as far as the food, you could get food on the street, beans and rice, a lot of beans and rice, and it was really good. Not a lot of variety. And it was hot and humid all the time where I lived. It was very close to the equator, very close to the ocean. The other thing that happened once you get in there is we were taking anti-malarials, and all the volunteers seemed to think that the anti-malarials were causing us to have very strange dreams, either nightmares or very vivid dreams. And for me, I was having very vivid dreams. I don't know that it was caused by the mefloquine, may have been. An example, I dreamt that I was in my little house in Benin, and my dad just very casually walked in the door and said, "Oh, hi," not surprised or anything like that. And I woke up from that dream, and the thing was so vivid. I knew there was a 0% chance this could have happened. But it was so vivid that I looked around my 2-room house for my dad. Of course, he was nowhere to be found. So a couple months go by. I'm still eating beans and rice and breaking can openers. And I have another dream. And this time in my dream, I'm back in my parents' condo here in Minneapolis. And I also know somehow in this dream that when I wake up, I'm going to be back in Benin. So what do? I do what any logical person would do. I grab a paper bag, and I start putting stuff in there that I could have with me when I wake up from my dream. And the first thing I put in there, of course, is a can opener, and some other things, and a couple boxes of mac and cheese, and blah, blah, blah. And I wake up from the dream, and of course, paper bag is nowhere to be found. So now where am I? I still don't have a can opener, but I have this really strong craving for macaroni and cheese. And my family wasn't the kind, they're not going to send me a care package or anything, so. A couple months go by again, I start hearing rumors that there's going to be a store opening in the capital city called America 24. It's going to be an American-style convenience store, open 24 hours. Now, this sounds like a dream, but it's real. And I start salivating, and I can't wait till this opens. And then, they have the open date, and I got to finish my work week at school. It's about a 30-minute cab ride into the Capitol. I get down there on Saturday. They've been open a few days probably. And I walk into the store, and it is glorious. It's like walking through a portal into the United States. It's air-conditioned. They got Snickers bars. They got Hellmann's mayonnaise, everything except mac and cheese. So I go talk to the owner, and I said, well, you carry mac and cheese? He says, yeah, we carry it, but I'm all out. I'll have more in 2 weeks. So I got to wait 2 more weeks. And he's only been open a few days. Well, anyway, I leave there. I ran across some other Peace Corps volunteers, and they told me that Floyd Bullard, he must have had the same dream I had, he went in there before me and he bought 15 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese and took them back up to where he lived, too far away for me to chase him. So I go back in 2 weeks, I get my Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I'm so excited. And I get back to my house, and I got, the powdered milk. And I think I had real butter, and I make it all up, and I'm so excited. I've been waiting all this time. And I take the first bite, and it's fantastic. And I take the second bite, and it's okay. And I take the third bite, and I guess I'll finish it. I actually felt sorry for Floyd. But what I realized was that the only reason I was craving this was because I couldn't have it, And after that, I had a whole new outlook, and I started thinking, I really love this beans and rice and this stuff I'm eating here. And a year from now, I'm going to be back in the States, and who knows when I'll get to have that again. And I started cherishing the friendships I had with the people in Benin. As far as the climate, you can go outside any time of year without even putting on a jacket or, frankly, a shirt. And it's really nice. And, who imagined that my entire outlook on life could be improved so vastly by a box of macaroni and cheese?
Keep it going for Andy, everybody. Appreciate you telling that story. I think it's always wonderful. Like, I think back to, I call them my struggle meals. Like, because I think, and I don't mean back to like my MacGyver mom struggle meals. I mean the things that you made for yourself that made you feel better, like when you were in college and didn't have like choice, you made all the stuff, things you used to eat that were comfortably struggle meals. So like my favorite struggle meal was I used to get bagels, and then I would put Velveeta cheese on them, and then just put them in the microwave.